So we have some luck on here. We have few women's best ones. We have Toledo 64-40 over Leipzig, 126 to win the fourth. Ashton P 46 over Chicago. Cena 40-30 or 320 to win the third second. So that is it for now. And we have Ashton P 46 for next. And then I ended to right not for the round because it's getting below me a little bit. You blow up. Go to blow up. Let's see if you just can score the first touchdown.
Goal, Barnes on the keeper, and finally the Aggies are on the board. And for Bryson Barnes, his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
That's what has worked really well for them, is that RPO game, giving Barnes a chance. Isaac Turl here, number 88, the defensive end. Barnes does a great job of watching him crash. As soon as he crashes, he knows he's keeping that football and getting it up the field. Able to get the first points for the Aggies.
Most by a quarterback in program history with those 10 rushing touchdowns. Brinker on for the extra point. It is 20-7. Utah State with a little life here late in the third quarter.
Well, you love that they finally took the opportunity to capitalize on the turnover and actually put some points on the board. And that's the thing, I think, if you're Bronco Mendenhall and you're looking at this game, it can be a lot worse than it is. As we look at their last bowl wins for both of these teams, it's been a while for both of these teams to have wins in the postseason, and so we're vying for that here today. I think the Aggies have finally found a little bit of life there, all started by that turnover, to give themselves a little bit of an opportunity to build some momentum. But it's been a while for both these clubs since they won in the postseason. A win today for either side would be huge.
Ironically, for Washington State, their last win in the Alamo Bowl in 2018 over Iowa State, which is probably a program they're not loving in Pullman right now with Jimmy Rogers going that direction.
The irony of that, sir. The irony of that.
Cougars trying to respond after a third interception thrown by Eckhouse. Sets up Utah State to score for the first time. This is Angel Johnson on the return. Hit, spun around a couple times, and finally dropped right at the 20-yard line. Let's go down to Torrey again.
Well, guys, the Utah State sideline has some energy again after that score. Players jumping around, squirting water bottles all.
Let's actually got Cena Crane. We're bringing the famous Ido Batido Bogana and Cena Crane on the right.
Hill missed the bunny. Valenzuela juggles. It falls to Heathcock. She misses. Another juggle for the...
the famous Ido Batido.
Ulassi, who dives ahead. He was running hard and tripped up after a 6-yard gain.
They have really missed Kirby Borges in this game on the running side. He's just such a dynamic runner with the football in his hands, but these other guys are doing a good job of just coming in, taking what the defense gives them, and pick up some yardage. When you have that kind of success on first down, the playbook becomes open here on second down. You can take shots here.
Freeman in motion. Hand off to Pulalasi again. Makes a couple miss and shoots ahead. Pulalasi spun down at the 39-yard line. Nice gain for the redshirt sophomore from Tacoma, Washington.
Now, Chuck, it's hard to make a guy miss in these zones. Watch Chris Joe here, 25. Literally in a phone booth to make that guy miss that close to you. He's just a yard or two away. It's really hard to make that guy miss. So an incredible job of planting that foot in the ground and getting up the field, showing you some wiggle and some athleticism for Pulalasi.
He was their leading returning rusher from last season. Lost, of course, John Mateer, their quarterback, Wayshawn Parker, their number 1 running back, as they go back to Pulalasi, trying to make another one miss. It's a gain of about 8 yards on first down. He is just chewing up yardage on this drive.
They're blocking really well on the outside, too. The wide receiver,
Theaters
McKenzie,
and
Eileen, 88, getting involved in the blocking game as well.
in the bushes.
On the outside, creates some
The
extra
Boca
space for
Raton.
Ulalasi.
In the New Orleans, but West
Such a
Virginia
luxury when you have an offense that keep the defense off balance by mixing it up, but also winning that line of
It's the
scrimmage.
bushes.
This
The Boca
offensive line for Washington State
Raton.
right now is the real MVP of
Here's
this game for them.
Aero It's in it.
They're playing
Goes
lights
Aero
out.
because it's sponsored by Aero
Second and two.
Potatoes.
Aline in motion. Handoff Pulalasi again has the first down and across the 50 to about the
It's Aero
49-yard line to move the chains as the clock ticks down toward the end of this third
Well, I
quarter.
think
We'll see if
that's
Washington State
where
wants
people
to
take
snap it
potatoes
again.
Aero, but not all.
Johnny Lester that time, the left guard, 67, had another great block for them.
Man, North Washington take down the line in the third.
They're waving it off on the sideline. Washington State is not going to snap the football again, and they will go to the fourth quarter with a 13-point lead on Utah State here in Boise. 15 minutes to play in the 2025 season for these two programs.
When your team wins,
No, it's gonna wait. Rest of the it's out of bounds. And we'll go to a little bit of Steve Chicago. We'll go back to
Single digits, but she's missed some open looks here. And she did have the first points of the game, too. That open three when we got started. Catalan with a nice move underneath, fights through contact, and now she's headed to the line.
And that from our angle, too, such a savvy veteran move. She leaned in to draw this contact. Watch her lean into Heathcock there on her left here to initiate it. So she gets around Heathcock. And then watch her just kind of dip into her, though. Right there at the end to initiate that contact. What an incredible play there by you mentioned it, the unanimous preseason Big East player.
Missed the free throw, but gets her own rebound. Has a chance for a bucket, and there's more points for Savannah Catalan. How about a 4-point trip down the floor for the junior?
And how about Seton Hall scoring more points in the first half than they did in their entire loss on Friday night?
Incredible, and another 20-point lead now for the Pirates. Final possession of the half. Sedeker's got an eye on the clock. Contested three. The bank is not open, and who else but Mariana Valenzuela to get the rebound.
and that ends the Seton Hall lead screen 56-36 in Seton Hall. Looking really dominant today. So let's go to Austin Peay Chicago at Chicago. Austin Peay leads 50-44 with almost 2.5 minutes still.
Tougher hill to climb. Team for her. Loyola may have run out of gas in this one. Well, hit the 2-minute mark. Kenneth.
They need to score quicker than this. They can't be taking this much time off the shot clock. Down 8.
Kenneth, the extra pass. Brazil knocks down her third three-pointer.
I guess unless it's something like that where you're going to finish with 3.
Certainly, if you're going to take that much time off the clock, the three-pointer is a big shot to make with 1:48 to go. Loyola uses one of its timeouts.
Well, we'll end the whip round for now. But we got Toledo just defeated Long Beach 64-43. So, and then is the last one. Seton Hall 56-36 over Cream. And we got the famous Idaho Potato Bowl still going. Washington State at and Utah State battling out. Fourth quarter, 14:57 to go.